When the Transformers debuted in the 1980s, it was the perfect marriage between two beloved toys. Toy robots and toy cars. But if you all of a sudden add dinosaurs to the mix, well, you have a trifecta of awesome that's just historic. Or prehistoric.
Hold on to your butts.
And that may be why Optimus Prime might only have one rival when it comes to strength within the Autobots and popularity with Transformers fans. Grimlock.
Me, Grimlock, love challenge!
Part of the 1984 Diaclone Dinosaur Robo line, Grimlock was the name given by Bob Budiansky to the Tyrannosaurus Rex that Hasbro decided would be the leader of the new group of Autobots, the Dinobots.
Dinobots, transform!
In Season 1 of the Transformers television series, an episode named SOS Dinobots aired, where Wheeljack discovers dinosaur fossils in a cave behind the Ark and gets the idea to create the Dinobots. The writers of the show took the tiny brain theory pretty seriously and made the Dinobots simpletons with a caveman dialect.
Why you call Grimlock stupid?
Transformers the movie in 1986 would cement the Dinobots and Grimlock specifically as a fan favorite, giving him a hero's arc, tons of quotable lines, and an unlikely friendship with a tiny little castaway named Wheelie.
I'm fine, look behind.
From there on out, Grimlock has been ever present in Transformers media and on the toy shelf. He's had a starring role in the merchandise department as well. Things like t-shirts, hats, bedding, and this letter opener.
Me, Grimlock, demonstrating finesse!
But arguably, the enduring image of Grimlock may just be that unlikely friendship. So much so that when Hasbro decided to pay tribute to the 1993 or Generation 2 release of Grimlock for the Age of the Primes line, they were still sure to include a Wheelie. Certainly not a selling point, but certainly fun. This is G2 Universe Grimlock and Wheelie. Guys, let's get it. Well, all right, let's take a look at the box. And we're getting very familiar with this simplistic look of the Age of the Primes line. We're welcoming back our plastic windows, and I'm welcoming back personally this little legend they've added that I just love on the Age of the Primes. And we even have a little dino head here. Beautiful! Transformers, Age of the Primes, G2 Universe Grimlock, and Autobot Wheelie. Wild, man. And here we are, our golden primes on the side. They're telling us till all are one, obviously, but they're also telling us that Grimlock is a leader class figure. On the back, we simply have Grimlock in his two modes and a little sneak peek at Wheelie. On this side, we have some artwork again. Now, this may be the first time in the Age of the Primes that I've seen discrepancies between the side artwork and the front. The Grimlock is the exact same, but they've added a little Wheelie here on the side. And here we have Age of the Primes, Grimlock and Wheelie yet again. There they are, guys. Let's get them out. And all right, here we have Grimlock. And first impressions, guys, I love the G2 inspired color scheme here. He's got his regular little bits of red and green, but everything is just drenched in this gorgeous, beautiful royal blue. And the saturation for all the colors is just great too. And not to mention, this gold really pops on the chest and on the claws there. They both pop. They're wonderful. Now, as far as how he feels, for his size, it kind of feels, he feels solid in hand, but I feel like maybe he should have a little bit more heft. Maybe he should be a bit heavier, even though the die-cast metal days are over. For his size, it feels like it should be more, but he is still very solid and very fun. And the only other obvious thing here is he's missing his iconic sword. He has a wheelie, but no sword. It was not included. All right, let's talk articulation with Grimlock. First, his shoulder is on a ratchet, a solid ratchet, and goes all the way around, which is really cool. And then the sideways movement seems like it's on a bit of a hybrid ratchet as well. It's also very, very solid. He's got an upper bicep turn here, which is pretty good. A very solid elbow that locks for his other mode. His hand turns as well, all the way around. His head is on a ball joint. It can go 360 and can look up and down a fairly decent amount here. He has a very decent waist swivel with little to no kibble blocking it. His hips go all the way forward, all the way back, and all the way sideways with little to no kibble in their way as well. Now, he's got a thigh rotation right here and very solid ratcheted knee joints here as well, and a huge ankle tilt. Well, all right, let's transform Grimlock. First, we're going to start by taking his arms and get them nice and straight there, and then take the hands and put them in. Let's do the same thing to the other side here. Straighten that arm and put that hand in. Now we're going to actually skip to the legs. Spin them around and take the heels. Bring them in on both sides. Now take these two back panels and slide them open like this. There we go. Now we're going to flip the legs on the bottom joint here, not the knee joint. There's one and another. There we go. We're just going to position them, getting them ready. There we go. And now we can flip it over again. Now let's get the tail out. So we take these little bits, bring them down on both sides. And now we should be able to slide these in. All right, and should be able to lock it all in with these little tabs there, guys. Okay, boom, boom. All right, now let's take his arms, and this whole chest plate is going to swing all the way down. There we go there, perfect. And now let's take his head, get that down, and now we can bring these panels together. They go up and down, so you can swivel them. Just position them there, and then you get a couple of things. Do click, click, wonderful. Let's get that head down now. That locks into place. And we can just shore everything up and make sure we have it all together. Grimlock in Dino mode. Well, all right, let's take them back by doing the opposite of what we just did. Okay, so we'll take the head and slide that back as well. Open these two panels up, being very careful with those little tabs. They can go up and out, get him out of the way. Let's bring his head up while we're at it. Perfect. Now we can bring this whole section back up too. There we go. All right, let's move to the back where we'll split the tail and bring these parts back out again. Put those back in, put those back in. Wonderful. Now we can take the legs out. Perfect. Both sides. Wonderful. We'll put these guys back in. Get the heel, flip that out. Now we can turn them around, and look at that. In robot mode. Okay guys, a couple of robot mode comparisons, and here is Grimlock next to Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime, or Dad. And here he is, next to Party Wallop, while he's in Michelangelo mode. A couple of hefty guys there. And Dino Mode Comparisons, there he is next to the Power of the Primes Grimlock. And next to Studio Series 86, Galvatron. Alright guys, and some positives for Grimlock. First off, the G2 90s inspired color scheme is awesome. He's got a spot for Wheelie in both modes. The transformation is easy, fun, and satisfying. He has great articulation all the way around and very solid feeling. He's got a lot of great details on the molding, on the plastic here, on both sides. Very cool. And some Nit Picks with Grimlock. The first, he has no sword. The iconic sword is not there. These large flaps for his chest are wonderful, but they only connect by two little tabs that I fear will be pretty fragile, and I worry about that going forward. And not a big deal, we just have some, I don't know what's called, flashing parts from the plastic on both sides here. Alright guys, final thoughts. Grimlock is a fantastic leader class figure and iconic character with a 90s twist. And we carry over that 90s aesthetic with a nicely colored Wheelie that just clashes with Grimlock enough to get the nostalgic juices flowing. Even though Wheelie does not transform, he's just a figure here, okay? Grimlock is missing his iconic sword, but he looks and feels absolutely wonderful in both modes and is a great addition to any collection. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I really do think that this royal blue version of Grimlock is fit for a king.
Hail him, Grimlock!
But what do you guys think? Are you getting G2 Universe Grimlock and Wheelie, or do you prefer the G1 color scheme? Let me know in the comments, guys. And if you dug what you saw today, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. It means so much. And I'll see you next time on Dan's Vintage Toy Chest. Until then, play on.
I'm gonna run.